All right, welcome back to part 2 of my spring pastel tie-dye shirt. I'm going to give it a little extra accent today. So come along and see how it turns out. Welcome YouTube and welcome back to all my Buster buddies. Hey, it's your big kahuna here, Brad, and this is Brad's Boredom Busters, your tie-dye art channel. Yes, so if you caught part 1 of my spring pastel tie-dye shirt, we used the butterfly and dragonfly stencils, wooden decorations that we got from Dollar Tree. And so today I'm going to use those again to give some extra accent to the shirt. So what I'm going to do is take some spray adhesive and spray the back of the stencils and apply that to the shirt. And then with my airbrush, I'm going to go around it and detail it in black. And I thought that would just give it a little extra punch. So one thing I'll tell you now, after I've washed the shirt, I laid the stencil over it. And the shirt, because it does shrink, because you wash it in hot water, to, get all the loose dye out of it. So now the stencils are just slightly larger than what's on the shirt. But I think that ought to give it an interesting offset look. So I'm not too upset with that, and I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's go ahead. I've got my shirt already on my easel. So I'm going to spray the back of the stencils with my 3M spray adhesive. That works really well for fabric. And so just a light application should hold it on there just fine. And so then while it's on there, I will go around the stencil and all the details of it that I care to highlight in black. And then after I pull it off, we'll heat set it because I'm using acrylic airbrush spray paint. And so to help make it permanent, you should heat set it. Now, typically, if you're doing it professionally, you would use a heat set machine. You put the t-shirt in it and it clamps down over it to heat set it at 300 degrees. I don't have one of those. I may get one in the future, considering that I seem to do more and more with my airbrush on tie-dye. So it might be a good idea for me to get one, considering that I do sell these shirts. But I'll show you how you can do it without one, with just a regular steam iron, but you don't want to have it on your steam setting. And I'll show you that at the end of the video. All right, let's get over to the workstation here and get started. Okay, Buster buddies, so I have sprayed the back of the stencils with my spray adhesive, and I did it out in the garage because the spray adhesive is rather strong odor, so you need to do it in a well ventilated area, or preferably not in the house. If you can find a place out in your garage or outside, is best. All right, so I will now place the stencils on my shirt, and then after that we'll get started with the airbrush. I'll try not to get in the way too much. To do at least the butterfly, I'm going to have to stand up. So bear with me. Especially to apply them, I have to get up close and personal. All right, so stencil is on. I'll load my airbrush. I say I'm just using black. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just using black I'm using Createx, and it's just their basic airbrush paint, and I've got it thinned down pretty good so it flows through the airbrush. Okay, well, I'm going to get started. Enjoy the music. There we go, Busters. Now that's finished. Yeah, I think this looks kind of cool with the offset here, but sure does show how the shirt shrank. But this is the results that I was looking for, so I'm very happy with it. All right, now that the air compressor is finished, I can talk. Okay, so that's all the airbrushing I'm going to do on that. So now all I have to do is I'll take all this down and I'll set up my a little ironing pad, and I'll show you how to heat press this next, and then it's basically ready to wear. So I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, Busters, so we're ready to heat press now. So the only thing you need to heat press your airbrush paint is really your iron. You just want it set on its highest setting, which for me is Max Says Jeans. A lot of times for other irons, I've seen it where it says wool. But yeah, you just want it on your highest setting. You also want it on no steam, and it's hot now. So the other item that you'll need for this process is some parchment paper. And you just lay that over the top of your paint. Then you just press with the parchment paper in place, and you just hold it for about, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. And then move it to the next spot. And that's basically what you do to heat press. And so I'm going to do the rest of this shirt. Enjoy the music, and I'll show it to you when it's finished. Basically, it's going to look the same, but we'll talk about it. Okay, that is the end of our heat pressing. All right, and so there's our finished shirt. And so I really like it. I like the, like I said, I thought the addition of the black would just give it a little extra contrast. I wasn't anticipating, though, the shirt shrinking as much, and so then the stencil not fitting over it as it fit originally. But what I do like about it, I do like the offset. I think it gives it a very modern abstract art kind of look, sort of an Andy Warhol effect. Yeah, it's interesting. I like it. And I think it even doesn't, I think it actually complements how the paint has bled in, because you get a little bit of color inside the lines everywhere. So I think that actually works with that. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a very cool look. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I might have even mentioned it in the first video, that if you liked it the way it was, when we finish without doing any of the painting to it, that would be perfectly fine. That would be a nice shirt also. But I just thought I'd show you an alternative to the project, and so that's why we did this. But I thought it would just give it a little extra punch. Anyway, I like it. I hope you do too. I hope you learned something new. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, please, and share my videos around if you think somebody else would really like this. All right. Hey, let's head back over to the desk and do our sign off. Thanks for watching. Okay, I think that project turned out rather nice, but that's just my opinion. But tell me in the comments what you think about it. At least I hope you learned something new in this project. And you made it this far in the video, so why don't you subscribe as well? And give me a thumbs up if you really thought this was cool. And Busters, if you like this video, please share it around. That really helps me out as well. And if you'd like to help out my channel, don't forget about my Buy Me a Coffee page. And also use my affiliate links. They're in the description below. Peace out, baby. I love all you subscribers. And go have fun tie-dyeing. So what I'm going to do is take some spray adhesive and spray the back of the shirt.